Alright, we're back. Part 3. Still on the Citadel, but now Commander Shepard is a Spectre. So let's go see what trouble we can get ourselves into on the Citadel before we jump back to the Normandy and go.
I've always wondered if the Turians released the genophage on their own, or if the Council secretly encouraged them.
Through all my time at CSEC, I never got the chance to witness a meeting of the Council in person.
And now you have. How lucky you are, Garrus. Let's go see if Admiral Kahoku will talk to us now. Poor Admiral
I'm waiting to
Kahoku.
speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre, Commander. I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
I appreciate that.
My name is Admiral Kahoku. It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
Is something wrong, Admiral?
I'm getting stonewalled by bureaucratic assholes. Nothing new. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange activity out in the Traverse. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
I'll find them, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander. I was running out of options. I'm going to stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though. I'll upload the info on where my team was last seen to your ship. Maybe you can get some answers.
Well, let's hope so. And let's hope I can get answers that don't involve you being killed. Although,
No.
well, frankly, I don't think the chances are all that high. Gareth, I don't remember this fella.
I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
The Traverse is a rough place. We're out there quite a bit.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Any idea why someone would attack them?
Privateers, slavers, mercs looking for an easy score. There's a lot of nasty sorts out in the Traverse. I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
These characters and their dramatic hand movements that just don't match what they're saying too much. I'm not sure why that got approved that way, but it is amusing to see them slap their hands into their fist or point at things. It's hilarious.
What kind of ship was it?
Don't let the name fool you. The Majesty's just a small trading vessel, only a handful of crew. But he kept it in good condition. I don't think mechanical failure is too likely. But they don't have any real weapons or shields. If anyone did come after them, the Majesty'd be a sitting duck.
What's in this for me?
I can't afford to pay you anything. If I had that kind of cash, I'd have hired a recovery team to track him down already. Maybe you could look into this as a personal favor, you know? We humans have to stick together.
Isn't anyone else looking into this?
My brother's just a small independent trader. Ships like his disappear in the Traverse all the time.
If your brother is still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find him.
Okay, so I've run across another quest giver. After I started talking to him, I think I remember this quest. It's another one of those tragic stories. You know, Mass Effect as a whole is pretty dark. There are a lot of tragic stories. This guy and his brother, Admiral Kahoku. A lot of A lot of unfortunate shenanigans take place.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
These endless elevator rides. There's an elevator on the Normandy that we'll go to whenever we get in to talk to Rex and Garrus on the ship. It only goes one floor, and it takes every bit as long as this elevator ride did. Alright, let's check the map and see if there's anything that we're supposed to do on the Citadel. Any quests? Well, we got an Emporium we can check out. I'm not sure there's anything left to do here. Although we do want to go back and look. You know, we want to go into the wards is what we want to do if we can get some access here. How do I get to the wards? To Citadel Tower, Citadel Rapid Transit, to wards access. That's where I want to go. We'll go into the wards and see what's going on there. It should open up all of the wards to me so I can go to all the little trading posts, and I should be able to run into Conrad Werner, everybody's favorite NPC.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
Finally.
So how are you liking your posting at the academy?
It's good. Busy though.
So let's see if we can run around here
Get coming in from the wards.
and find
Yeah,
some
it's
more
the busiest
quest
station on the
givers.
Citadel. You'll never get bored.
I guess not, but you could still use a few more men.
That's why we brought you here.
Sure, but there's still way more complaints than the officers can handle.
That's just life near the wards, kid. You'll get used to it.
Okay, well, nothing of interest there. Yeah, another keeper. A little scanning of keepers. Okay. Guess we have to take another elevator.
So how about it, Garrus? Is this better than C-Sec?
Fighting a rogue specter with countless lives at stake and no regulations to get in the way? I'd say that beats C-Sec.
There may just be hope for you yet, Turian.
I like how the background music is an elevator-fied version of the Mass Effect theme. I knew there was a keeper down here. Okay, so that's how we get to Cora's Den. I don't think there's any other place to go from here. Can we look down there? Yeah, it looks like it goes on forever. Alright, well, I don't particularly want to go to Cora's Den right now. Oh, where's this? Ah, more places
Hello
to
there.
buy supplies.
Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
See if we can get Rex suited up with armor. Predator 10 for Rex. And what else we have? A Titan 10. Let's see. Damage protection 66. Shields 300. Tech biotic 18. 58 360. 66 300. Ooh. Exploration 35 and 216. Not sure I like that. 20 and 75. No, 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 no. However, I do need armor for Tally now, so let's get Tally some armor. And what's the best armor for Rex? The Predator or the Titan? 58 360, 66 300. Ooh, tough decision. Biotic protection is the same. Ooh, this is a tough decision, actually. Better shields. And some better tech biotic protection. Ooh, this is a tough one. But I'll take the extra 60 points on shields, I think. Or no. Take the extra damage protection from the Titan. They both cost the same, 690,000 credits. Jesus. I'm going to get the Titan for Rex. And only light armor for the Turian. I don't know what Garrus can take. So before I buy anything, there's a lot of this game that is just going through and trying to find out. Oh, I've recovered a whole bunch of stuff. Helmet action, scram rail. Don't think I need that. So we'll convert that to Omnigel. Avenger X I do need, I think. So I'll take that. Oh, I just took everything. Alright, well, there we go. Okay, Rex, let's get you suited up. Oh yeah, this is much better. Wait a second. He can't take heavy armor? Oh my god, he takes medium armor. Shit. I have spent a lot of money. I had almost unlimited money. I had like 1 billion credits. Alright. Let's see if I can just sell this back to
Welcome
Moorland.
to Moorland's famous shop.
Goodbye.
Yes,
I
all right
didn't want
then.
to do
Good
that.
tidings to you, human. Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
Come on. Alright, let's go back over here to sell. See if I can sell this Armo back to him. Boy, I'm picking up a lot of shit here. I don't know where I'm picking up all this stuff. But I don't want any level 9 stuff. I only want the top of the line level 10 shit. You know what? This seems like it is. It is. Huh. How about that? It is sorted from weakest to strongest, so I can get rid of all kinds of stuff. Okay, light armor, heavy armor, Krogan. So this is what I got to get rid of. So let me sell that. And I don't like the combat exoskeleton much, so I'm going to get rid of all those. And I don't need that many high explosive rounds. How many do I have? One. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Although I'm going to have lots of guns. And everybody's going to need upgrades. So we'll keep that. Oh, we'll get rid of all these kinetic exoskeletons too. Don't like those. Or the medical exoskeletons, really. God, I have so much stuff. Snowblind rounds I tend not to use at all, so let's get rid of all those. I'm trying to get my inventory down as much as possible. Okay. Alright, so what did that do for me as far as money goes? That got me back up to 1 billion credits. Okay. Or 10 million credits, I guess. Can I buy anything from that fella? No. You know, I didn't even check for
Hello
guns
there.
from this
Welcome to
fella.
Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes? Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things.
Okay, he's not going to have any thing that's great. Metagel upgrade. Banshee, assault rifle. Yeah, I will buy that, I think. A Geth armory license? I've never seen that before. Alright, and we'll take an LNS risk control license. And God, I wish I could put Rex in heavy armor, but I can't. Alright. There we go, that's all we need. Anybody else to talk to down here? Nope, doesn't look like it. I didn't even see a keeper down here either. There he is, everybody's favorite fella, Conrad Werner.
Really? You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
I spent most of my time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Conrad Werner will be a pain in the ass for 3 games, but he's got an interesting story. It just takes 3 whole games to learn it all. And then in Mass Effect Andromeda, you meet his sister.
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again!
It starts off so innocuously.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, EarthClan. I assumed... It doesn't matter. Pharos? Novaria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon.
Yes, we
But
will.
It doesn't matter where you hail from. My goods are available to all.
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
What I'd love to find is armor for Rex. But I'm not gonna. But I can get licenses, Armax and Elcos. So I can get all this stuff aboard ship from my quartermaster. That way I won't have to keep coming back here to buy it. He didn't have anything else I wanted. Oh, what's this
There
fella?
are a few unlicensed vendors who operate out of the markets here. Sometimes they have good stuff for sale.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
Oh, there's a keeper. Oh, the dog is barking again for some reason. I don't know if he's locked in his crate. He's not. He's just barking to bark.
I don't sell this mod.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you gonna give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry, then. I can't help.
But, what do you...
Can't help you.
I don't know what it is about the Citadel that makes you like it so much. But I really like coming to the Citadel in all three games. Even though in Mass Effect 2 you only get to see a tiny, tiny portion of the Citadel.
Don't kid yourself. It's even bigger than it looks.
How would you know?
I got a tour. One of 500 to see the Ascension from the inside out.
Really?
It took almost 6 hours and we only saw 1/10 of the ship. I even got to meet the commander.
Matriarch Ladanya. You met her?
Well, she addressed everyone on the tour, but I got pretty close to her.
Huh, just look at that ship. You'd have to be stupid to mess with that.
Very true. She's got almost as much firepower as the rest of the Asari combined.
That's the entrance we went past a few minutes ago. So we'll go back over here. I'm actually looking for someone. Looking for Emily Wong. There's several little missions on the Citadel. I'd just like to get them over with. Oh, it's Dr. Michelle.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from Feast's thugs, Commander. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
I'm just glad you weren't hurt.
Me too. Now, was there anything you needed?
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents, my father... I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea.
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
I don't really think she has anything that I'm going to want. No, she doesn't. So we're done with Dr. Michelle. She doesn't have any loot in here either, so... Oh, what do we got here? Oh, well. I'm probably full on Metagel, so there was no need to refill it. Oh, another keeper. I can't go that way, so let's go over here and go back downstairs. And for a game made in 2007, these are pretty big maps. Okay, another quest giver.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left to... Ugh, sorry, I don't want to bore you with my problems.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. My sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's Den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
Being an informant is a dangerous job.
That's what I've been telling her. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No. It's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
Would you? That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble. Thanks.
I'm waiting for someone else.
And if you want, you can gamble here, but I don't think we're going to do any gambling, at least not until we get the quest giver that gives us a mission that requires us to do some gambling.
Hey, it's good to see another human in here.
Yes, it is racist. I actually thought I could dance in here. Guess I can't. Maybe I can dance in there later. I think there's an NPC conversation I can have down here. Oh, what's that?
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I was on Mindwar during the Blitz, saw you on the vids when you got your medal. You saved the whole colony.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
They wouldn't by chance call you a Fat Eddie Lang, would they? You look like a little beefy for a CSEC officer. Maybe you should hit the gym once in a while.
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of... like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
How do you like working here on the Citadel?
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year, and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. The Presidium's just so... good place to go and relax. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always something going on somewhere. Like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there, Commander. You should check it out when you have some time.
What do you know about Spectres?
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make them out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though. Some of the other CSEC guys don't like them too much, figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
I find your childlike faith in government amusing.
Do you know a CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know? Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
Yep, another elevator ride.
Binary Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
We'll see if enough time has passed to get some more Spectre gear from the quartermaster at CSEC.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I'd heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
No, I've cleaned this feller out. I don't see any medium armor Krogan either. Nope, nothing good. It was worth a try. So I'm going to go back to Cora's Den. And talk to that girl's little sister. And then we'll have to go back to CSEC and talk to her control. And then back to Cora's Den. But we'll clear this mission before we leave the Citadel.
I'll be with you in just a sec.
I'll wait right here.
Why do I get the feeling you're not here to order drinks?
I need to talk to you about your work with CSEC.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my customers.
This isn't a game, Jenna. These people are dangerous.
Now you sound like my sister. Why is everyone so concerned about me? I can take care of myself. I need to go. I'm not a stripper. I don't get paid to stand around and look pretty.
Tough girl.
I'm busy. The other waitresses can help you.
Okay, well that didn't go exactly as I planned. Alright, so I have to go back to Rita. What harm could there be in talking with Comrade Burner? Okay, so this is outside, outside, outside. I still gotta scan the keepers, and that's outside. So I gotta go back to the ambassador's office. So let me clear this mission off with Jenna, then we'll go back to the ambassador's office.
If you've got questions about Jenna, meet me at CSEC Academy.
Oh, okay.
Are you talking to me?
Push off. I never did nothing to you. Damn newcomers. Think they can run the place.
What the hell was that about?
I guess we better go find out.
Okay, so now we do get to go to CSEC. He's going to be awfully pissed off at Commander Shepard for just walking in there and blowing that girl's cover. Okay, now we're back at CSEC. Where do I have to go to talk to this guy? Over there behind us. Oh look, Solarian CSEC officers.
Okay, Julie. Let me get this straight. Your business plan. Sure. He's threatening.
Oh, I have nobody with decryption skill? Crap. That means I gotta change out my party. And I can't do that. Oh, shit. I didn't level anybody up. Okay, let me... let's see, electronics. Oh, Garrus does do decryption. Thank you very much. Alright, so let me give us full electronics on Garrus. And full decryption. Alright, now we gotta give everybody all their proper Gunsel stuff. Okay. Garrus is our sniper rifle god. Alright, now we gotta try to equalize everybody's points here. Alright, that's it for Garrus. So he's powered up enough, and I got good decryption skills for him. Let's go with Rex. We got to give him all the skills here. Now I can equip him with heavy armor. Now I can. Of course, Garrus is your shotgun. I'm sorry, Rex is your shotgun god, so we'll give him that. And now we'll just level up everything up. Trying to get everything up to the next step here. That's everything. Okay. So Rex is now really nicely balanced. I don't have anything I can do here. Alright. Now I want that Krogan heavy armor I found. My decryption skill isn't too low now. Helena Blake. Oh, I can do the Helena Blake thing. Okay, very nice.
Not unless you give me something more to go on.
I can't. Hey there. Oh, you're not CSEC, are you? Did you want something?
Quest givers everywhere.
What were you trying to explain to the officer before?
My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance. I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
Now, this Volus is kind of weird, and I'm wondering if this was done earlier in the process for creating the Volus and what they would look like, but when you look at the little two bars that stick down below his voice box, the thing that lights up when he's talking, notice they're flexible. They flop around. He's the only Volus, I think, where the two bars flop around like that, like they're rubbery. Everybody else, they're rigid. And in all three games, they're all rigid. But this guy has floppy little things that hang down, whatever they are, those two little bars that hang down. And he's the only one. It's almost as if they did this guy, and then they decided, no, let's make those things solid instead of flexible, but they never went back and fixed him. So I don't know what the story is behind that. It's just interesting. He's the only Volus with a flexible face.
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. Well, he wanted to meet with me down in the wards near the markets. He said he just wanted to talk, but I know better. His name's Shorban. He's a Solarian. You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist.
Shorban. That's the guy who wanted us to scam the Keepers.
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulations.
I better look into this right away. Find out what he's up to.
Anything's possible with Shorban these days. Well, good luck.
Alright, these are just a couple of nervous Nellies. Neither one of them want to hurt each other, but whatever.
Come into my office. I want to discuss this in private. No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
Yeah, that's exactly what he should be saying to Shepard.
I don't follow you.
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were trying to help her.
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
Do you really need to risk her life to get the information you want?
This job isn't easy and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety, maybe there's a way we can help each other.
It's nice to see you're still working all the angles, Chelik.
As part of the job. Now, are you gonna help me or not?
You're a smart guy, Chelik. Figure out another way.
I do have several contingencies. She's just my option A. I'll cut her loose, even get her out of Cora's den, no strings attached. But that still leaves my case unsolved. I could still use your help.
Okay, I'm curious what the difference is between sure and all right. What do you need?
I'll help you, but I need some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. I just need some of their product. Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned there's a seller here on the Citadel. Meet our man named Jax, pick up the mods, and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
Why are you so concerned about these mods?
We have access to some of the most sophisticated weaponry there is. It's what gives us our edge. What do you suppose happens when we lose that edge?
These give criminals an advantage we can't afford to let them keep.
I'll persuade Jax to tell me where these mods are coming from.
No. You tip Jax off and all my leads will disappear faster than you can say bad bust.
Where can I find this Jax?
Jax is down in the lower level of the markets. I'll send word through our channels that you're the buyer. Good luck, Commander.
Okay, well, I have several good quests here on the Citadel that I now have to finish. So, let's see. Anything else down here that I care about? I don't think so. So now I can head back up here, where I don't think I've been before. Oh, but I have several things I can check and pick up some lore. And hell, there's even another keeper to scan. You know what? I've never actually finished scanning all the keepers. I wonder if maybe I should just do that. Oh, dog, shut up. He's barking at nothing. He just sometimes lays down and just barks. I think it's because he's deaf. And I think he's still a little freaked out about it. He just went deaf recently. He's an older dog, a boxer, so I guess the barking kind of reassures him. I guess he figures it just gets too quiet. Okay, so where do I have to go now? Let me look at the journal, since I have all of these assignments now. So, I gotta go get Chorbin. Helena Blake, I'll take care of. That's a short one. Citadel. So, yeah, let's do Citadel. So, I gotta make the pickup. And the lower wards markets. Okay. So we'll go to the markets. We'll make the deal for Chelik. And then we'll finish off these other little side quests and then head back up to the ambassador's office and ultimately leave the Citadel. And there's Jax.
Hold it. That's close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Do you have the mods?
Show her the goods.
Looks good.
Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
Okay, didn't Chelik tell me don't fuck with this guy? So I better not fuck with this guy. Let's do what Chelik said.
Here you go.
Here you go. Enjoy it. Come on, boys. We're done here.
Okay, so now I guess I have to go back to Chelik, huh? That's not what I wanted to do. I forget how to put my guns back up. I guess it's B. Alright, so go back to our journal. Return the shipment to Chelik, okay? Easy enough. And nobody had to get shot. Was there a quest marker there? Hold on. There was a quest marker there. What was that quest marker? Oh, there's Chorbin. Oh, 2 birds, 1 stone.
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
You can start by telling me the truth, Chorbin.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. My experiments are...
We're not buying it. Jalid told us you've been after him.
You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
No, but you're gonna tell me everything.
You boys can go. Looks like my plans have changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanners. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the Keepers?
What's so special about that?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever. You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
That doesn't explain why you're trying to kill your partner.
I'm not trying to kill him. Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
I should kill both of you idiots.
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. Commander, if you'll just continue gathering data for me, imagine what we might learn. And you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
I suppose a little scanning here and there won't hurt anyone.
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jalid. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jalid won't help me analyze it.
I'll go have a chat with him right now.
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
If I didn't know anything about the Keepers of the Citadel, I would probably have ended that mission right there. In fact, that's what I usually do on my playthroughs, but I've never actually finished scanning all the Keepers, so I'm going to go ahead and do it this time. Besides, I know what the Keepers are, and maybe we should know way more about them than we do. Okay, so let's go back to CSAC, talk with Jalid, talk with Chelik, and then see where we need to go from there.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorban?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
You forgot to mention the data about the Keeper.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorban would kill me to get the data, so well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
I'm scanning the Keepers for Shorban, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But, well, if you say so. Well, if Shorban can forgive and forget, then so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander. I better go get that data analyzed.
I do not know why scanning the Keepers is a renegade option, but it is. Okay, I'm not sure why it was important to highlight you to have that conversation.
Commander, I hear you have something for me.
Here's your shipment, Chelik.
Excellent. This is everything I need. Maybe more than I need. Here, Commander, take this. I won't need it, and you've earned some payment for your work. I appreciate your help. It shows a lot of integrity. You didn't need to do anything after I let Jenna go.
Now I need to get these mods into evidence. Thanks again, Shepard.
Well, there we go. We helped CSEC solve a case. Don't need to talk to that feller anymore. What do we need to do now? We need to scan more Keepers, but I don't know. Maybe we'll come back and do Keeper scanning a bit later. So Helena Blake, I believe, is somewhere on the Presidium. I think she is somewhere around the Financial District. So let's head there and talk Helena Blake out of her craziness. Okay, where is Helena Blake? Okay. She was last seen near the Emporium in the Financial District. Okay, so there's no map marker for her. She's just around here somewhere. Oh, well, all I had to do was turn around and there she is.
A moment. Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles. I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
And what do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures. But their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
What crimes did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves. They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
I eliminate them and then you take over and try to eliminate me. How stupid do I look?
While I appreciate your estimation of my bravado, I have no intention of attempting to murder you. You are the first human Spectre, and you are doing important work for humanity. I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are aligned.
You're obviously with them. Why don't I just arrest you instead?
Arrested for what? You and I are simply having a conversation. I have excellent legal representation. Arresting me would be a waste of your time.
Find someone else to do your dirty work. I want no part of a gang war.
Here are the coordinates nonetheless. What you do with them is your decision. Could you really let these men live, knowing that you can stop them? Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, I know at some point I get to talk her out of being a criminal, but I guess it's not at this point yet. So what do I got to do now? Well, I could run around the Citadel just scanning keepers, but that would seem to be boring. So we're coming back here. We're going to be doing some... Oh, there's another keeper. I might as well scan them while I'm running by them. But I think I'm going to go back and kick this bad boy into high gear and get my assignment from Anderson, take off on the Normandy, and go run around and do good. Jeez, I love the Citadel. I do not know why, but I really love it. I just wish I could run through it faster. So now I get to go back to talk to Anderson and freaking Udina, who's got to be the most hateable character in the game. Okay, isn't this where I'm supposed to go? Speak to the ambassador. Ambassador, meet him at the Alliance docking bay. Accessible through the central elevator in the CSEC Academy. Oh, well, crap. I was just at CSEC. Okay, let's have another elevator conversation.
Must be hard for you, Garrus, knowing that the person behind all this death and destruction is a Turian Spectre.
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of Turians everywhere.
Glad to hear it. I was losing sleep over the prospect of people not loving the Turians.
You gotta love Rex. So now I get to jump out of this elevator and jump into that elevator. Great.
I'm surprised that you're willing to kill your own, Rex. Aren't the Krogan just a few generations away from extinction?
You don't get it. For all your talk of honor and pride, the Turians never had to test their principles in a real struggle. Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'm not sure how Anderson and Udina can just give me command of a ship. I would think that that would have to go through the Admiralty or the Department of Defense or something, but okay.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
Yeah, I'm a Spectre. I don't answer to them, but as soon as I blow up a relay and kill a couple of 100,000 Batarians, then all of a sudden I have to be court-martialed.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Well, don't worry. This isn't how your career is going to end.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
David Keith does an excellent job as Admiral Anderson in the voice acting, by the way.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were
Oh,
on
no,
together.
no.
The plan was simple.
Oh,
The only thing I
God. At
care
least
about
I can...
is stopping Saren.
Okay,
You're
there
right.
we go. Let's get it back.
It's no good living in the past.
I want to know the truth about you
Oh,
and Saren.
crap, I did it again.
I want to...
The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture...
The only thing I care
You're
about
right,
is...
Commander. It's no good living in the past.
Okay, this
Any
is where
extra
we wanted
intel
to
you
go.
can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city, mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Which will be easy to find, unless it will be easy to find Dr. Tassoni.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Alright, well, let's take the Normandy out and go do stuff.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Also known as a loading screen.
Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
I've never picked the option, now we do things my way.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy. For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of. Our enemy knows we're coming. When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain would be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, a little too intense with the music there. Okay, I bought all these gun licenses, so I'm going to need to go downstairs and go to the cargo bay and talk to my quartermaster guy and see if I can buy armor and shit for Rex and Garrus and everybody else. And to get to the cargo bay, I've got to get on board the slowest elevator in known space. I'm just going down one story, by the way. One floor. One deck. Even the door opens slowly.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Okay, well, I bought a shitload of licenses.
You bet, Commander.
So he should have a shitload of stuff for me. There we go. Stuff I need. Does he have any heavy armor for a Krogan? No, he does not. I got to get some good armor for Rex. Or did I get good armor for Rex? No, I can't remember. Alright, well, I can outfit everybody. Can I have conversations with everybody yet?
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander.
Yep,
I knew
I
working
can.
with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
The Mako. Oh, we'll be driving the Mako. God help us all. We'll be driving the Mako.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Okay, so in the Alliance military, an enlisted man can just tell their commander, "Yeah, I'm too busy to talk to you right now, sir." Okay. Okay, it looks like I have already given Tally... Yeah, I've given Tally some stuff. Where am I getting all these other guns? Where am I picking them all up from? I certainly didn't buy them. Alright, well, whatever. That was Tally. Rex. I don't have armor for Rex. God damn it. Alright, I have to get armor for Rex. Everything else he should be good to go with. Caden. Oh, Garrus. Alright. I need armor for Garrus, too. Give him a good assault rifle. And... definitely give him a good shotgun. And I gotta make this shotgun a little upgraded. Alright, and yeah, we'll go ahead and give him the pistol. Yes, transfer the upgrades. And sniper rifle, definitely. And we gotta make the sniper rifle decent. gotta get armor for him. Okay, everything else he's gotta go. Caden. I sure hope I get his equipment back whenever I kill him off on Vermeer. You know what? I'm not even taking Caden out on any missions, so he doesn't need to have all this good stuff. We'll give him that. We'll give him that. We'll give him that. Sure, why not? Artur, that. Let him have that. Give him the shitty assault rifle. Okay, so since I intend to let Caden die on Vermeer, I'll give him the worst gear I got. And Ashley needs to get good gear. So I got her good armor. And we give her a good rifle. Ooh, I'm out of upgrades? Shit. Alright, shotgun. Yeah, give her a good shotgun. Well, I'm out of weapon mods. Okay, so she's taken care of. Did I equip Tally with good stuff? No, I didn't. I'm not going to be taking Tally too many places. But I might as well be sure that she's equipped well. Ooh, I hate that armor. Okay, so that is everybody equipped at this point, right? Or everybody who I've got so far. Let's go talk to
Nice
Rex.
ship you got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
It's been so long since I've been on the Normandy, I kind of forget where everything is. I forgot the engine room was back here.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty. And they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
Just like Google and Amazon.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in the group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our failsafes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Gahoku's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
On my way.
Moving out. Redeploying. Engaging target. Heading to position. We got them all, Shepard.
Go, go, go!
Watch out!
Enemy is everywhere! Go, go, go!
All clear.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Only a fool punches a gnatback in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
I think we're good, Shepard. Aside from the Citadel, I mean.
Protheans sure build things homey.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister!
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn!
I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate, or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Theron to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.